Alright, stop. Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going back to Made in Abyss, and we're going to be listening and reacting to a song that has been requested many times on the other Made in Abyss videos that we've done. And we're going to be listening to VOH, or VO, featuring Takeshi Saito, from Made in Abyss Season 2. Yep, so I don't really know what this is going to be like, because these songs have been so unique and strange and very wonderful to react to, so we'll get into that. So before we get into the reaction, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. I'd really appreciate that if you could do that. Helps my channel out a lot. Obviously, this song here was requested by lots of people in the comments from other videos, so please request other Made in Abyss videos, Made in Abyss songs in the comments, and we'll react to those in the future. Now, what we usually do on this channel, is we listen and react to a song all the way through, and we don't stop, and we just listen to the whole thing and absorb it as it is, and then we'll talk about it, and then we go over it again, and then we stop and start. We're not going to do that today, because the song is nearly 8 minutes long, and if we were to do that, this video would be 30, 40 plus minutes long, and it's just too long for a song reaction. So yeah, so this is going to be straight in, react, stop, start, analyze, straight away, and I might go back a couple of times. I don't usually do it this way, so it's going to be a bit of figuring it out. But anyway, let's not waste any time then, and let's get straight into the reaction. So let's get into VOH featuring Takeshi Saito in Made in Abyss Season 2 in 3, 2, 1, go. So obviously a low rumbling start to it. Again, it sounds, and I'm pretty sure they've done this in other Made in Abyss songs where it starts and it sounds like there's an orchestra kind of tuning and getting ready and warming up in a room before a performance, and that's kind of the sort of similar sounds that we're getting from this, and it's kind of like that low rumbling, something happening off in the distance, and obviously it's building to something. It's unreal. That's actually unreal. That voice, the smoothness of those notes that he sung there. For a second at the start, I could not tell if that was a vocal or a violin. And that's how smooth that vocal was. Like, this guy, I'm not sure who this singer is. I'm not sure if it's Takeshi Saito or someone else, or if it's the main Kevin Penkin or whoever. I'm not sure there's the vocals, but they've done vocals before, and the falsetto range in that voice is some of the clearest, brightest tone I've ever heard in a male voice. It's really, really beautifully sung. So sorry, it does an absolutely stunning riff as well, kind of gospel-y in a way, kind of going up and down, and it kind of going into those little minor notes as well, kind of getting us a bit, uneasy, kind of like this isn't, this is not a happy song by the sounds of it. Damn. Jesus Christ! Like my face, my face hurts from scrunching up so much. How high were they? How high were those notes? That is, it's, I want to just focus on the vocalist, right? Because there's more going on, and I do like how the piano kind of sits back, and it's just chords, and it's nice. This kind of windy hiss underneath it, like we're kind of like in a cavern or something. But those notes were so high, and the riffs were so clean, and each, you know, all the different notes that were through the riffs were all clear, and it wasn't kind of muddy, and they were all, you know, in tune. It's not kind of like, oh, a little bit out here, a little bit pitchy here. It's super clean, super bright. So well performed riffs. It's really, really cool. Like really, really, really cool so far. I like where this is going. I do like where this is going and how this is building. I like the kind of the riffage feels like it's a little bit, the riffages of the voice. It feels like it's going to be harmonic minory, which is kind of gives you that Middle Eastern kind of sound that you get to it. It sounds kind of like religious singing in a way, which I really, really like. It's a really, really cool and distinct tone, and it makes just, you know, makes those songs, adding those extra notes in makes the sound a lot more interesting. Damn, gee, that's ridiculous. All right, stop. What? This is. Oh, this isn't. This is crazy. This is legit mad. Okay, so let's try and talk about that. Let's try and put words, formulate them in my brain, and try and speak them. Okay, so what I like about that was everything, but what I like in particular was how when the instruments started to kind of blend in to the sound, they used much lower notes, and it kind of sounded like the string section had like a cello in there, lower notes for them as it kind of flowed in, and it kind of gave, because the singer was so astronomically in the atmosphere in terms of the voice, kind of allowing that balance and giving that grounding to us at this point. It was really, really nice, and really does kind of push the song up from the bottom up, which is what you kind of want to do, because we've just had an isolated piano and this beautiful vocal so far, and there's not enough praise that I can give to the vocalist. It's just unbelievable singing. Okay. So, I've spoken before about how well these songs are layered, and I always feel like every time I listen and react to a Made in Abyss song, I always feel like it's been an experience. But the way that it kind of pulsed in that section was like dum dum dum, but you had the percussion, the strings, and the piano, and it was all building together, kind of like waves, elevating you up. And then the horns came in, which is really going to drive this onto like a much higher level. I feel like we're probably building to a big crescendo at some point now, 4 minutes into the song, and it's quite a long song, and this is the thing, and so far to me it doesn't feel long. It doesn't feel long at all. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right. So what I would, God, okay, it's hard to think of words really. These songs do such a good job at making them sound like just. I mean, epic isn't enough of a word. Like, it's an experience. This is like. I feel like I've been brought on a journey, and I don't even know what's going on the show. Like, it looks like they're going on a journey, from the album art, but again, yeah, it's just adding in those flavors, and we're kind of used to these sounds now with the other songs that we've listened to and reacted to on this channel, and kind of have, again, I spoke about this when we reacted to the entirety of Guilty Gear Strive soundtrack, that having that kind of consistent through line, and then you kind of have that with the the synth theme, electronic effects with the Made in Abyss, and the kind of layering and that sort of thing that we've spoken about before, and with Guilty Gear was the metal guitar and stuff like that, which I do feel like through this, and it's just incredibly impressive. Like, it might be the most impressive song on the channel that I've reacted to at this point in time. Seriously, just there aren't enough words really. And having that melody line, strings, voice, it kind of sounded like there might have been some brass. It sounded like there might have been some brass section in there as well, like horns and stuff. Making that really punchy and like very, very, making it stand out a huge amount. And to have that, just the vocal, just being able to sit on top of that, particularly with those notes, is just insane. Mad. All right, it kind of sounds like we're kind of getting to a bit of an outro now. So I want to, before we get to that, I want to kind of talk about that last section, which kind of seems like the climax of the song, which is just amazing, right? Then like the horns and again the horns and the vocal kind of marrying with each other there, and to have that ground sound with the high sound of the vocal sounded amazing. It sounded huge. Very like I'd love to see this performed, like by an orchestra live. I'd love to see this performed. I think it'll be an incredible watch. And it'll be such a huge spectacle. And I think songs like this, like, should be performed live. I feel like it would be, yeah, it would be a huge song to see, and quite an experience to see live, as it is where we're kind of listening to it now. But I mean, it built to it well. I think it, this long build up that we've had up to that point, and I think I'm not sure what kind of how the music marries up to what happens in the show, but incredible, incredible. I think it's a great payoff to the build so far. Man. That was crazy. I like the vocal effects and the more electronic effects that came in on the end. And to end on that low hum as well was very strange. It almost felt like science fiction, intergalactic, kind of took us out into the universe kind of thing. What an experience that was. Like, this was requested by a lot of people, this song, and now I understand why, because it was mad. What an experience. What a joy. Certainly one of the most memorable ones that we've done so far, out of all of the songs, not just Made in Abyss, but out of all of them. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below, and also let me know what's next with Made in Abyss, other animes, anything, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll make sure we get to those when we can. But please do like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel as well. But having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.